Dave Palumbo here, and I want to talk to you about something I'm calling the anatomy of a protein supplement. That's right. What makes the perfect protein supplement? We all ask this question constantly. We go to the health food store, the nutrition store, we ask questions of all the people who work there, the salespeople, and most of the time we just get a sales pitch. And what's a sales pitch? Well, it's the product that has the biggest margins, that makes the store owner the most money. But you guys need to understand, and you guys need to educate yourself as to what makes a perfect protein supplement. Because after all, I always tell people, if you have a very expensive sports car, Ferrari, a Bugatti, a Mercedes, are you going to go to the gas pump and put the cheap gas in it, or are you going to put the best quality gas in it to get the best performance out of your car? Well, the human body is the same thing. The human body, in fact, is the ultimate car. It's the supercar of supercars. Okay, it's yours. You're stuck with it your whole life. And you better think hard about what you put into it if you want to maximize performance. And we all use protein supplements. They're super convenient. They make it easy to get enough protein in the diet, but they're all not created equal, not even close. And when I sat down to create ISOLYZE, I wanted to create the perfect protein supplement. That means a protein that was the most easily absorbed, assimilated, had the highest biological value, digested, assimilated well, didn't bother the stomach, and it, of course, tasted great. And I think I did it here with ISOLYZE. And you guys need to understand what makes ISOLYZE so special. First of all, most companies use about a standard serving size of about 30 to 32 grams. We do too here at Species Nutrition, and ISOLYZE is a 32-gram serving size. The key is how much of that 32-gram serving size can we extract and make protein. That's what makes a protein supplement special. Here at Species Nutrition, currently we have 27 grams of protein per 32-gram serving size. The new version that will be coming out within the next 2 months, we have upped the ante. I have found a filtration process that can generate an even higher yield protein. We will have 27.8 grams of protein per 32-gram serving size. That's almost 28 grams of protein. No one else on the market is even close. And you may say, well, what's the difference between 2-3 grams? Well, there's a huge difference, and I'll tell you. If a protein, most proteins out there are about 25, most isolates are about 25 grams of protein per 32-gram serving size. What that means is that those other 2 grams that are missing, or 3 grams in our case, that are missing, are something else. Carbs, fat, lactose, fillers, protein amino acids that have been spiked in there to bump things up. Okay? We don't do that. At Species Nutrition, we have full transparency. And what does that mean? That means when you turn it around and you read the label, okay, you're going to see exactly what's on there. As a matter of fact, something a lot of people don't know about on labels is that when you look at the top of the label, our label says supplement fact panel. Okay? A supplement fact panel is a very specific panel that makes you put exact quantities of what's in this product. As a matter of fact, you can't even round up, not even if it's 0.1%. You must round down. So in other words, you must understate what's in your protein. What does that mean? That means that everything that is listed on this label is 100% accurate. If you look at a lot of the companies out there, they're using nutrition fact panels. And nutrition fact panels are made for foods. And as we know, all foods are very variable. You can get brown rice from one company and from another company, and it might have different amounts of carbs. So they give a fudge factor with nutrition fact panels of 20%. That means if a company is using a food or nutrition fact panel on their protein, they could lie. They could lie up to 20%. So when you see a company that looks too good to be true, 25 grams of protein, no fat, no carbs, they're lying to you, especially if they're using a nutrition fact panel. With a supplement fact panel, you can't lie. We don't lie. We have 27, the new product will have 27.8, we will round down to 27.5 grams of protein per serving. We'll have less than 2 grams of carbs, okay, and we'll have 0 fat. Now, we also fortify ISOLYZE with a protein digestion complex. What does that mean? Well, there are digestive enzymes in there that help pre-digest or help you with the digestion of your whey isolate to make it even easier to assimilate. Not that it's not easy already, but it makes it even easier. Okay, so this perfect blending, holistic science that goes into the making of Species Nutrition's ISOLYZE. Matter of fact, The flavoring system that we use in this is probably the most expensive part of the formula. And why do I do that? Why do I spare no expense on the taste? Because a lot of companies say, well, we'll put out a good quality product, but we can't spend them extra money on the taste because then our product will cost too much. I don't worry about the cost because I believe that people want the best, and they want the best tasting product as well. And that's why we have so many great flavors, from vanilla, chocolate, vanilla peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter, cinnamon donut, caramel macchiato. The list goes on and on and on. And you know what? Every couple of months we keep coming out with new and better flavors. And I'm proud to stand behind the fact that we do have the best tasting protein on the market with the highest quality ingredients. And it sounds trite, and a lot of people will dismiss it. Oh, who cares, a gram here and there. It's all about people go into a store and they don't know anything about protein, and they usually go for the cheapest product. And then they go home and they get a stomach ache because the product has lactose in it and they can't digest it properly, and then they get turned off of protein supplements for their entire life. That's not something. I want you to have a good experience, okay, with the products. Any product that says on the outside of the bottle, any whey product that says lactose free, run for the hills. You know why? They're lying to you. It's impossible to make a dairy protein lactose free. While ISOLYZE probably has very, very, very little lactose in it, probably less than 0.1%, it's not lactose free, and will never lie on the label. Matter of fact, I'm so worried about the accuracy of my protein that I don't even trust my manufacturer. I third-party test every single lot that is made. That means that I make sure that the manufacturer is giving me what they say they're giving me, so that I can assure you that what you're getting in this jug is exactly what says on the label. And that's an important thing to consider. Full transparency at Species Nutrition. Always been that way, always will be that way. I implore you, check out ISOLYZE today at speciesnutrition.com and give me your feedback. I know you're going to love it.